How's it, Scott?
How are you, bud?
I'm good. Good.
Nice to see you guys again. Welcome.
Yeah.
Lots to talk about. It was a busy fixture list last weekend.
Yeah.
And before we get started, it's so amazing to have the soccer back.
Yes, it's lovely. There's a break at some stage.
Yeah,
there's a week.
yeah.
I hate those international weeks and stuff.
It's like having the flu. You don't know what to do.
There's no football. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's quickly talk about the results. Liverpool won that 2-0. We expected that.
Yeah, quite comfortably.
What we didn't expect is Salah to not get on the goal sheet.
Yes.
Although he had a goal disallowed, but all the fantasy guys out there, sorry for you. Salah didn't. Look, he played well, but
Good start for Mane though, yeah. Mane looked good.
Absolutely. Liverpool looked good.
Yeah.
So we expected that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Good result for them.
Man City, of course, we expected 5-0. So that was a whitewash.
Yes.
Norwich are going to struggle in this EPL though.
If we thought that they were a bit rusty, that doesn't look like that anymore.
No, and Grealish got off the mark.
A
lot of people gave him criticism last week, didn't do too well. This week he scores a goal.
No, definitely. No,
one way to silence your critics, eh?
They've got a great squad, and Norwich look like the same place they were end of 2 seasons ago. When they got relegated. It doesn't look good for them. No.
In my opinion, game of the week was Leeds versus Everton.
Yes.
Look, if you're looking for goals,
yes.
Man City was 5. But this was 4-goal thriller.
Yes.
Leeds and Everton, everyone knew it was going to be a close one.
Yeah.
But she say, what a game.
They don't give up, eh? Leeds.
Class.
My original team that I supported from a young boy, because the South African captain Lukaku used to play for them and used to captain them for a long time. So, being South African, I've got a soft spot for Leeds.
And having them in the EPL again has been it's awesome.
Great. And Ellen Road full, 32,000 in the crowd.
Yeah.
Very nice game.
I think it was Rodrigo scored a great goal.
Yes.
Fantastic. They play soccer. Even against Man U, they play brave soccer.
Yeah.
They don't care who they go up against, they play their game.
They need to be tighter in defence, but...
Look, I think they actually needed more signings in defence.
Yeah.
To be...
Yeah.
In my opinion, if they get quality, centre-halves and wing-backs, and they play their same attacking counter football, I think that they will finish higher in the table.
Yeah.
That's just
my
my opinion.
Few guys coming back from injury still. I saw Llorente played in the week for them and stuff, so they can get better.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to find a balance between attack and defence. Yeah.
And then Crystal Palace and Brentford, 0-0, bit of a boring game there. Shame Brentford coming off a high 2-0 in the first game. Back down to earth for them.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a long season.
It's going to be long. I think it was just the first, EPL syndrome. We were in the big league, and they gave everything in that first game.
And a new coach in Patrick Vieira, where Hodgson with Palace sort of overperformed a little bit.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Vieira will have to see where he
didn't make many signings, if any, I think.
Yeah.
Aston Villa 2-0 to Newcastle.
Oh, they bounced
That's
back.
my dark horse team, Aston Villa. So I'm glad that they're back in the game.
And Newcastle, hopefully not another battle for relegation. It's such a big club.
There's no money. There's so many issues in the club regarding owner and money and
looking for a buyer and all these things.
I'm very surprised they're still in the EPL. But 2-0 loss for them. They're also going to struggle. I think Brentford, Newcastle, and Norwich.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
We said Southampton might struggle. What's the next game?
Well,
we're not talking about Southampton.
Yeah, Brighton topped Watford.
Yeah, two wins, 2 out of 2, eh?
Yeah.
For Brighton.
Looking good. I think that they struggled last season, but this season they might finish mid-table.
Yeah.
Last season they were fighting for relegation.
Yeah.
But I just think there's too many teams fighting for relegation for Brighton to struggle.
It's so great when you have a smallish team that really, they just gel and there's good cohesion, and they've got a coach with a brilliant vision that sort of came from nowhere. An English coach that I think he came via Sweden, he coached a Swedish club and stuff. So those are the awesome stories, like the Leicester story a couple of seasons ago. So I want them to do well, and I want them to... But it will be down to a few things. If a team like this loses 3 or 4 players to injury, then they normally take a dip.
I agree with you there.
Yeah. So, I hope they do well.
Southampton, Man United.
Yeah, an interesting one.
I say that goal shouldn't have been allowed, in my opinion. But that's the benchmark for the referees this season.
I just want to say something about it because Andy Townsend is a commentator and pundit that I really like. And he said it is going to be difficult. The coaches are going to complain, but going forward, you're going to see a lot less play acting. You're going to see a lot less guys looking for fouls.
Yeah.
So same as it was with VAR, where there was a bit of a teething process, and everybody complained in the beginning. The teams like Liverpool and Man United and so forth are going to benefit from this in the end as well. Everyone's going to benefit. Where a guy doesn't just get like that, or literally a touch, and then he falls and it's a foul. But there's going to be a process, and where do you draw the line? Where do you say it was a big touch, and where do you say it was a small touch?
You know what I would like, in my opinion, especially these big decisions that like a goal against it. I feel the referees need to communicate more publicly.
Yes.
Regarding where they stand on tackles like that, because in my opinion, last season a tackle like that, yellow card plus a goal. He would have called it back for yellow card and a goal. Disallowed goal. Sorry. And in my opinion as well, I feel that the referees weekly should have a show. A show where they on a platform, where be it Facebook or whatever it is, and they explain their decisions.
Yes.
Not every decision. I'm talking about the decisions that are critical, where a goal is allowed when it shouldn't have been allowed. Things like that, so that they can give clarity not only to the players but to the public as well. I think that's something to look into, and it might be quite popular. But I don't think it'll happen. But I think that it's something to chew on.
Yes.
Because I think transparency is what the fans need as well. Because in my opinion, that set the tone for the whole game.
Yes.
The Man United players were all arguing. They couldn't understand it. The manager was arguing. And if you see it slow-mo, that is a foul 100%. But the referees did, in the beginning of the season, correct me if I'm wrong, say that they're not going to be as lenient on fouls. It's got to be a real...
It's got to be proper contact, not just a brush or a touch or a this.
And some players have got a reputation, unfortunately, for going
and you want to stop that, where the guys spread their legs and touch the other guy and then fall, and that sort of thing.
Correct.
You want to cut. It has to be a natural movement.
Correct.
And that sort of thing.
So
but
I can see where the ref is coming from. But
look, if it happened in an Arsenal or a Leeds game or whatever, then I would have been upset as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe that set the tone for the match, and unfortunately, Man United didn't take their chances.
You've got to give it to Arsenal. He's a clever coach, and he knows how to organise a team. He had a tough season last year, but he's one of those coaches that's been there for a while, and he knows how to.
But if they get injuries, like you say, they're going to struggle.
Then it's going to struggle. They need a defender or two.
But United, in my opinion, need another player. They need a player. They need I'm not going to say midfielder, because we overstacked in midfielders. We need to sell them before we get. In my personal opinion, we need, I don't know what you think about it, a striker. Greenwood, he showed. He had a one-on-one chance with the keeper, header over the bar. Cavani would have put that in top left. You need two strikers.
Cavani's going to give you something this season, but going forward, you need to buy the next big thing.
Cavani would have changed that game. But that's just my opinion. Moving on to the next game. Wolves Tottenham. What a game, Tottenham.
Also a very nice game.
Under pressure with the Kane saga. And by the way, just breaking news, Kane staying at Tottenham. It's been broken. Sky News broke that Kane has now announced he's staying at Tottenham.
I don't think he has a lot of options.
So no more talking about that.
But another Tottenham, clean sheet. And no one cares if it's a 1-0 win. It's 2-2. New
manager. Playing against his old team. It was a penalty in the beginning stages of the match. But penalties count as goals. Ask Man United.
Arsenal, Chelsea.
Chelsea's on fire. Lukaku off the mark. I'm worried about these guys, Chelsea.
Look, a lot of the commentators said that he was almost unplayable in that match.
He's lost weight. He looks great.
So going forward,
I think Chelsea on fire.
I feel sorry for Arsenal, because they actually looked good in stages. But because they lost to Brentford, everyone is heavy on them, and they're playing City away next. So it's not going to get better.
Look, if that manager of yours keeps his job by the end of the week, I'll be quite happy for you. But in this world of football, if you ever want to get rid of a manager early, you should do it now. If
Arsenal beat Brentford, and they lost to City and to Chelsea and City, and they put up a bit of a fight, I think it would have been okay. But now the press is on them, because they lost to a team that came up, and City's going to be a very tricky game.
I agree.
And it's just such a young squad, inexperienced, and I'm not convinced by Arteta yet. But
Likewise. Right, West Ham, Leicester.
Also a good game.
Carrots there to Leicester.
Pity about the red card. Also a difficult one. It looked as if Jose Perez stumbled.
Yeah, it did look like it.
But I mean, with that sort of contact.
But I don't know if you saw the movement of the guy's leg. Lucky to be on the field still. I mean, he would have broken it. Could have broken it.
What can he say? Perez can say nothing. Even if he stumbled or whatever.
That was harsh. It was a harsh
tackle. The way it looked, it was very rough.
Right decision, I feel. I like it when VAR puts the decision back on the ref to go look at the TV on field. I love it because then the ref is in control.
But Benrahma, Mikel Antonio, is that the new partnership?
Look,
if they can stay fit,
team, and I think he's going to score a lot of goals. But West Ham, quality, but injuries. Again, they've got to be clear of injuries.
They need depth. They need to.
Good.
Okay.
Fixtures coming up. It's going to be quite a jumping weekend.
We're going to pick a few. We're not going to do.
We're going to pick a few.
All of them.
Man City, Arsenal. Let's pick on that one.
You got to go Man City. I hope it's a good game.
I hope it's Arsenal.
Obviously I hope Arsenal.
Yeah.
But
I'll be supporting you on Saturday.
I hope Arsenal competes, and I hope it's a good match. And obviously hope for a result.
They've got to go for the win. Look, a draw, the manager's still going to get criticised.
Yes.
At this stage.
It's away, so it's slightly different, and there are crowds in the stadiums now. But if there's one club that needs a win, then it's them.
Absolutely. Yeah. West Ham, Crystal Palace. West Ham I think is going to walk
it. West Ham, I say West Ham as well.
Crystal Palace is going to be a difficult one to,
we don't know. We don't know what Vieira's bringing. So he's going to have to prove himself.
He hasn't proved anything.
He has to prove himself as well.
He needs a big result for us to believe in him.
Norwich,
Leicester. Leicester's got to come back after that loss, but Norwich has got a lot to prove as well.
Yeah, they've got like 3 injured defenders, Leicester, so they need a lot of guys to come in still and improve them.
Newcastle, Southampton.
I hope Newcastle. I want Newcastle to do well. It's such a big club. The Premier League needs them. So I hope Newcastle, and when we get to fantasy, I'll tell you why as well.
Another one that stands out for me is Liverpool, Chelsea. Top, If anybody could do anyone favours this
2
time.
Huge games, eh? This week.
Liverpool, Chelsea. In my opinion, Liverpool's got the depth.
Liverpool at home,
Chelsea's got the depth.
Liverpool.
The form is on Liverpool. The form is on Chelsea. It could go for a draw.
Probably going to be 0-0.
Could be a draw. I said maybe a scoring draw.
Scoring draw. Yeah.
Scoring draw. Tottenham, Watford. I think Tottenham's going to walk it. Watford's not looking good at the moment.
Kane probably to start.
Hopefully. I mean, he's now declared that he's staying there. Burnley, Leeds, quite a cracker in my opinion.
Yeah, you've got very organised, very defensive against very attacking. One team who struggles to score goals, but they defend very well.
Burnley's going to counter for sure.
That's going to be very interesting. Because
the only thing I'm giving Burnley is it's a home match, so they've got a bit of a reason to play for the win.
Such contrasting styles. I'm going to go Leeds, and it's going to be with a score like a 3-2 or something. I think
it's definitely going to be a high scoring game. And Wolves or Man United. Look, Man United's record against Wolves not that great.
But yet again, new coach. We don't know we don't know exactly what he's bringing.
New coach, but hey, Man United must start Sancho. 100% start Sancho, and 100% start Varane. That's it.
Look, if they don't win that one, there's also going to be a bit of pressure. There's going to be a little bit of pressure.
Draw's not going to cut it. So that's the fixtures for that we picked on for this weekend coming, and hopefully we get our predictions right.